There's no smoke in here, officer. There's no smoke.
See, if I lived in Missouri, it would be totally fine, but I don't. You know, Missouri's recreational
It's
legal.
just a regular vape pen.
Oh, just nicotine in there, right?
Yeah, it's nicotine. It was funny.
Yeah.
On our way to Texas,
Yeah.
we needed a battery, so I went and bought this one. And the reason I
Yeah.
bought it is very obvious as soon as you see it. See if I can get it without the
The glare.
yeah, I guess with the there we go. Maybe there we go. Maybe there. Here, let's just do this. There we go.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like Blackwood.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Do you have a ring light or something going on?
Yeah, on my camera, there's a big, huge. You can see it like in the. You can see it in the Spider-Man poster if you actually pay attention, and you can see the ring light there and up there at times.
Are you doing porn? Is that what that is? Are we going? Wait,
No, that's for this. That's 100% for this, man. I spend the big money to make our podcast look amazing.
Fuck. We're down again. Okay, sorry, accident. Say that again.
You could have just edited it later. You could have edited that 5 seconds out, and you'd have been fine. I go, but I spend the big money to make this podcast amazing.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
That's really weird. Your volume went down like way low.
Oh, really? Just now?
Yeah. Did you knock into something on your way getting your beer?
No, everything's. Am I still down now?
No, you're good now. The whatever the music playing went from being like really loud to just all of a sudden like.
I think it has to do with ducking because of the way the stream works. I have to I'll have to fix that.
All right, we'll figure that out later. All right. Well, anyway, so we'll go from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are taking you all onto the great adventures of cinema.
Cinema.
Dun, dun, dun. We need a dun, dun, dun right there.
But anyway, I don't have that, dude.
Yeah, we don't ever have. Yeah, you know, there's so many times we want to,
but we're not morning zoo people,
But yeah, we're not the morning crowd or whatever. No. What is that? What are those morning shows called? Weirdos. We'll just call them weirdos.
Yeah, that's what they are, man. To be fair.
And it's like that's coming from us, who's obviously really weird. Now, 1 second, Chris. I have to fix some stuff. It looks like we are not logged in anything.
So people that are like, where are they at?
Yep. So give me a second.
They're making us a pain to edit, bud.
And now I got that one to restart. So I mean, you're gonna have to edit all the hell to this. Okay.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
All
right. Everything's going right now. I go, okay. So you know what we're going to do, Chris?
What's that? You want to start over?
We're just going to start this over completely from the beginning. All right. We're just going to start this. I'm going to do the intro part. We're going to do it all over again. It happens. That's the world of broadcast. Believe me, I sit there in front of people that are bigger professionals than I am and radio and recording and stuff like that. And I see them throw away really good interviews where like it messed up. It's just nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. So here we go. I'm going to say the intro. You play the song again, and we'll go from there. All right. It's like, yes, Chris, of course I got my own light here. I spend big money on our podcast to make it look good.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
You want to try that again, Chris?
Yeah, I'm Chris.
There you are.
Sorry, I had beer in my throat. So
Did you have like a beer belch in the middle of it?
I guess
Right
so,
there?
man. Yeah,
Dude,
weird.
you're so-
holiday cheer, man. I got this.
Woo,
this
holiday.
is-
I know. I saw that yesterday, or the other day, and I was like, "Oh, Chris is going to be drinking that this week."
Oh,
But anyway,
for
we're
sure,
here
for
to
sure.
review two movies. Let's talk about two movies out there in the wonderful world of cinema, because we are cinemaphobes. Is that what we call? Is that the name for it?
Cinephiles.
Cinephiles.
Mhm.
And Chris, what happened to your camera?
I don't know. Fuck. Hold on.
This is the craziest opening we've ever had on
Okay,
this
okay,
show.
we're good now. We're good now. We're good now.
We're like 20 minutes in, and we haven't done jack squat. All right, anyway. All right, today we got two movies, two of the big movies actually out there in
Yeah,
the
the
world.
big ones. Yeah.
First, we have David Lynch's new movie.
David Lynch's.
Yeah, David Lynch, right?
I know. Try again. David Fincher.
Oh, David Fincher. I was
Yeah.
so close. You know,
Not
David
even.
Fincher. I know. David Fincher's, of course, known for movies like Fight Club,
Seven.
Seven,
Gone Girl.
Zodiac, The
Yeah.
Social Network.
Yeah.
Some of the best movies in cinema history, to be very honest.
Yeah.
If you're going to make a top 100, at least 3 of those movies would be on the top 100 easily.
Yeah. He's in my top 5 favorite directors.
Yeah, of all time. I mean, I watch Seven constantly. Like Seven's one of my favorite, happy movies. So
What's
it's
in the
like-
box? What's in the box? All right.
And so then I arrived and I gave you what I needed. An example, her pretty little head. I love it. Anyway,
Oh, what's the movie we're watching? What we talking
the
about?
movie is called The Killer, starring Mr. Magneto himself, Michael Fassbender.
Here it is. My most likable song ever. Coca-Cola, lipstick ring, go dance all night, dance all night. I've got dancing legs. Woo! I've got dancing legs. They won't stop me dancing, no, they won't stop me dancing. Kiss me, just kiss me Nefertiti. Just the way you like it, just the way you like it. Kiss me, lipstick ring, oh, that's the way you like it.
That's from Winnie Abramson's Frank. And yeah, it's a fucked up
One
movie.
of
It's
the
one
most fucked up movies of all time. It is like I don't even know how to say. I don't even know how to describe that movie. But if you want to see a fucked up movie, go look up the movie Frank with Michael Fassbender. It's one of my, like, I don't know if I top 200. I'd put it in my top 200.
Have you seen Shame?
Yes, I have.
Michael Fassbender has a giant penis. Apparently.
He has.
According to that movie.
I'm glad that's the first thing we talk about is Michael Fassbender's huge cock. That's great.
I will see you guys later.
That's the whole episode.
Yeah.
Also in this movie, one of my favorite actors of all time. Every time they're in anything, I am a huge fan of them, and that is Tilda Swinton.
Would you wear a shoe on your head? Of course you wouldn't wear a shoe on your head. A shoe doesn't belong on your head. A shoe belongs on your foot. A hat belongs on your head. I am a hat. You are a shoe. I belong on the head. You belong on the foot. Yes, so it is. In the beginning, order was prescribed by your ticket. First class, economy, and frail orders like you. Eternal order is prescribed by the sacred engine. All things flow from the sacred engine. All things in their place. All passengers in their section. All water flowing, all heat rising pays homage to the sacred engine. In its own particular, preordained position. So it is you.
So this is that's from fucking Snowpiercer, a movie I've come around on. Didn't really like that
Fucking
first time I saw it.
Snowpiercer. It's not just Snowpiercer. fucking
Okay, it's fucking
Snowpiercer.
stupid.
It's based off a comic book, and it became a TV show as well. Yeah, Snowpiercer. Love that. Love that. Love it. Love it.
Mhm.
Then the wonderful Charles Barnell.
The target is an unsanctioned uranium enrichment plant built in violation of a multilateral NATO treaty. The uranium produced there represents a direct threat to our allies in the region. The Pentagon has tasked us with assembling a strike team and taking it out before it becomes fully operational. The plant sits in an underground bunker at the end of this valley. Said valley is GPS jammed and defended by an extensive surface-to-air missile array, serving a limited number of fifth-generation fighters, which in turn are backed up by a plentiful reserve of surplus aircraft, even a few old F-14s.
Seems like we're not the only ones holding on to old relics.
That's from Top Gun Maverick.
I know he's in the side of so many movies. If you go through his IMDb, it literally is just
Just
so
so
many
much
movies
stuff,
that
yeah.
he's just at the side of things, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
how, right?
All right, who else in this? Yeah. Who else is in this?
Also in this, Private Cowboy himself, Arliss Howard.
The truth is that the NFL is a blessing and a salvation, my friend. We employ hundreds of thousands of people. We send thousands and thousands of poor kids to school. The ownership of this football club has donated millions of dollars to countless charities. Do you want me to go on?
That won't be necessary.
Oh, it is necessary. Football is the most popular sport in America because it is so goddamn fantastic. And that, right there, that is the beating heart of this city. And you want to what? End it? You want to fold up the National Football League?
That's from Concussion.
Concussion. Yes, I was trying to find. I was going to send you the clip of him being Private Cowboy, because
Mhm.
that's where the infamous phrase came from. If you're not,
Yeah.
if you're from Texas, you're either a steer or a.
They got
And
you. I
I don't
got you.
see. Yeah, that's the frame where the famous line comes from. Is between
Yeah.
him and
Oh,
the
that's
drill
him.
sergeant.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
and
Arnie. Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
Metal Jacket. And I was like, man, probably don't want to play that right now
Yeah.
in the society we live. Like, I get it. Maybe
Yeah.
a couple of years ago we could have probably got away with that. But let's just be honest. Now that's probably not. We'd probably get.
No, it's
canceled.
not. It's not okay. Yeah.
It's not okay. And did I say everybody? Arliss, yep. So that is the killer, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit. Now, the big movie of the week. You should probably guess this, because anytime there is a big Marvel DC movie, of course, we're going to cover it right off the bat.
And Neil's big on this. So he's a cat. He's at facts and stuff. All kinds
Oh,
of
of course. Just like we do every episode when it comes to comic books, we will have a spoiler section at the end. Chris will be able to ask me questions that he's confused on because Chris doesn't collect the comic books. See, this is not my comic book collection, guys. This is just for visual. All right. My comic book collection is in filing cabinets back in the other room. And so anyway, so the Marvels came out this past week, and we're going to talk about some of the backlash too. I'm going to totally rip into those people later. We'll talk about that later. But first, the one, the only Captain Marvel herself, and co-starring with one of her buddies, Mr. Samuel L. Jackson. It's Brie Larson.
Excuse me, miss. You know anything about a lady blowing a hole through the roof of that Blockbuster over there? Witness says she was dressed for laser tag.
Oh, yeah, I think she went that way.
I'd like to ask you some questions. Maybe give you the 411 on the late night drop box. Could I see some identification, please?
Veers, Kree Star Force. We don't carry our identification on little cards.
Veers, Star Force. How long you plan to be in town?
Oh, I'll be out of your hair as soon as I track down the scrolls that are infiltrating your planet.
Scrolls?
Shapeshifters. They can transform into any life form down to the DNA. Oh boy, you guys don't have any clue, do you?
Whoa, hold on. How do we know you're not one of those shapeshifters?
Congratulations, Agent Fury. You have finally asked a relevant question.
No, congratulations to you, Star Force lady. You're under arrest.
Yeah, that's from Captain Marvel. The
The
first one, yeah.
original Captain Marvel. Or is it Captain Marvel?
Well, we're gonna call it. I mean, it's pronounced Marvel. I mean, I don't know. They call her Captain Marvel in it, not Marvel. But I understand the Marvel reference. Just
Yeah, that's a comic book thing, guys. In comic books, they're like, is it comic book? Is it Captain Marvel or Captain Marvel? My boss is calling me right now.
all right, you want to answer real quick?
No. I am not doing that ever. It is Wednesday. I am not working today, correct?
I don't think so. I mean, you
tomorrow at 3:00. Okay, good. Yay! I'm not in trouble.
okay. You're like, is he firing me?
Am I getting fired? Anyway, let's continue. So, Captain Marvel was on there, and anyway, also in this movie, making I think her third appearance in the Marvel universe. Third, I think now. Fourth.
Yeah,
Maybe the
third.
fourth?
Yeah, third, fourth. Yeah.
The wonderful Tiana Paris.
FBI.
Monica Rambeau, Sword. What's the story here, Agent Wu?
Nobody's supposed to go in. Population 3,892.
Why haven't you gone inside to investigate?
Because it doesn't want me to. This isn't a missing persons case, Captain Rambeau. It's a missing town.
Well, you can't reach anyone inside, and everyone on the outside has some sort of selective amnesia. What about you?
Me? Well, I'm from Bakersfield originally.
No. I mean, why is it that you have an awareness of Westview? Or me, for that matter? Is it because we are outside of a certain radius, or maybe because we don't have a personal connection? Side and every.
Yeah, so that's from that is from WandaVision,
which is written by the same person that wrote and directed this movie.
Nia DaCosta.
Yes, correct. Also in this movie, playing the villain this time around, the one and only
Zaw.
Yeah, thank you. I had it on here, but for some reason my computer just froze up. Zaw Austin, everybody.
Right, Captain Ossery, it's your shot for the win. It's an easterly wind, so aim a little to the right. Well done. Marvelous. It would have been a shame to lose on such an easy shot.
Quite. Wind was westerly. If I'd listened to you, I would have.
Oh, Captain. Pretty sure it's to the east. I'm surprised you lasted that long in the cavalry with such a dreadful sense of direction. Besides, I never lose.
Yeah, that's from what show is that from? Dude, forget the name of it.
I can't either. I just downloaded it
last
night.
Mr. Malcolm's List.
Yes. And also, if you don't know this, Zawe Austin is soon to be Zawe Hiddleston.
Okay, well, Zawe Ashton, and yeah,
Ashton. I'm sorry. Yeah, Zawe Ashton is engaged to Tom Hiddleston, also known as Loki, in the MCU.
Just
they have a kid and everything.
Nice.
Oh my god, the pictures
that's
are
nice.
beautiful. You should see the pictures; they're cute together. And now,
who else is in this movie?
Oh, you know who else is in the movie? I'll tell you who else is in the movie. The person who made probably the best Marvel television series, one of the top 3 Marvel television series next to WandaVision and Loki, Miss Marvel herself, the one, the only, Iman Vellani.
I have an announcement to make.
I asked you for getting that
just-
con monkey. What? Oh, okay.
Actually, first, an apology for not making this announcement sooner, and also for what happened at the wedding. I'm so sorry, and for sneaking out to AvengerCon. Yeah, no, okay. I am the light girl.
You're what?
Nightlight.
Oh my god! I had no idea.
You told them already.
Well, I only told Abu. Really?
What are you implying? In classic con gossip train, you tell Ummi, she tells Abu, and we over here because he always has his phone on speaker.
So yeah, that's from Miss Marvel. The
Yes,
Marvel
I love Miss Marvel.
Mhm.
Miss Marvel is one of my favorite TV shows that ever came out in the superhero world. Like, I used to love the DC shows really well, but ever since Marvel has been doing it, there's some they've missed on, and I'll point that out. Yeah, we'll talk about that later, because I think that has something to do with what's going on with the movie and everything out in the world. I think Miss Marvel is one of them that just hits it out of the damn park. I think it's cute. It reminds me of it's like Spider-Man Far From Home, or from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, where it's like there's so many random elements together that come together to make it why it's so cute and fun to follow. And just because now we are more than 20 minutes into our podcast, and we literally, it's going to be like 5 minutes after you edit everything. But because we're 5 minutes in, just for the viewers at home, here is 30 seconds of Samuel L. Jackson saying his favorite word in the entire world.
How come you college motherfuckers think y'all run everything? Motherfucker. What? Motherfucker. You owe me some money, motherfucker. You motherfuckers talking about? Motherfucker, I eat everything. I eat the pussy, I eat the butt, I eat every motherfucking thing, motherfucker. Motherfucker, I'll chew his ass up, motherfucker. Motherfucker. You're a smart motherfucker. English, motherfucker. Motherfucker. We're not gonna store the motherfucker. I'm on the motherfucker. I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker.
I mean, there's more of that, but yeah.
No, I made it go all the way to like exactly the reason I did it to stop at that one thing was because it kind of gave it a full. But don't worry about it. We'll play it later. All right, Chris, where can they find us?
You guys find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. That's w2mnet.com. You'll find our podcast there, along with a bunch of other ones. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast. We're on Twitter, X, not Twitter. We're the X at MGS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MGS Podcast. We're on TikTok now at Movies Don't Suck. We have Patreon. Patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. If you guys want shirts like the ones Neil's wearing, go to bonfire.com/Movies Don't Suck and send that you. You'll find that shirt. We're also anywhere you find podcasts, you find us on YouTube. If you watch YouTube, like that page, watch, subscribe, all that shit. If you want, like, we also do audio versions, the main version. So if you guys want that to come in your podcast, just go ahead and subscribe. So we'll be waiting for you as soon as it's uploaded. Neil, who we talking about today? Who we helping out with?
754 views, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, TikToks. That's what I'm just saying. Yeah. We just started a TikTok, guys. Sorry, we're old men. So
yesterday.
Yesterday. We started it yesterday, so we're having fun with it. Sorry about that, guys. But today, I just figured we're talking a comic book movie. Actually, 2 comic book movies.
Yeah, today. Actually, yeah. Didn't think about it.
We're talking 2 comic book movies today. So who else could I advertise but my favorite comic book store, which is just a couple miles down the road from good old Chris there, and that is Elite Comics in Overland Park, who have existed since 1993. Now, there's no about anywhere that I'm going to be reading. This is all stuff I know personally, just because I know these people well. Elite Comics has been there since 1993, and they not only have one of the best selections of comics, they also help hold one of the biggest comic cons all year long. Planet Comic Con in Kansas City they help with that. The owner, William, if you ever see him, there he is, a really nice guy. is one of the coolest dudes in the world. And this is why I want you to go buy comics at Elite Comics if you buy comics, guys. I'm going to show a picture right now. That you at the podcast, you, if you're listening to the podcast, can't see this, but here is the receipt from the last time they did toys. Oh, was it Toy for Tots? No, I think it was Children's Mercy Toy Drive. Children's Mercy Toy Drive. That is the receipt that of how many toys they buy. And they do it every year, Chris. Look at this. Every year they do this.
That's dope. That's real dope.
And that just makes me happy. That's what makes me love, because one, these are some of the most ornery dudes I've ever met. And this even makes me happy. Chris, when I went looking for photos of this place, guess what I found? Photo number 3 on Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice anybody in the
Yeah,
picture?
I see you. Yeah,
I'm standing there in my Captain America tie-dye. Like,
was that for Comic Book Day?
That was comic. No, that's the anniversary, because I can see the cake. That was their
Okay,
one of their
alright.
anniversaries. Those are anniversaries. But a bunch of celebrities come in there all the time.
There's
They
one
have
posting right there.
signings.
Yeah.
Yep. I met Daryl from Run DMC.
Yeah.
There. He likes to stop by there often. But Elite Comics, you can go to their location at 11842 Cuervera Road, Overland Park, Kansas. Or you can go buy comics from them at www.elite-comics.com. That's www.elite-comics.com, where you can not only go there and buy comics, but you can also donate to the Children's Mercy Toy Drive as well. Seriously, guys, Elite Comics, go help them out. They're good guys. I've never been treated like crap there, and believe me, when you look at me, usually I'm the kind of guy you treat like crap out of.
Well, it's nice that they do it. They give you the chance.
They gave me a chance to be a real boy.
So I don't think we have much to say except to get in the movies, right? I don't think
We
all.
got to get into the movies, man. We
Okay.
got to. We're at
All right.
45 minutes at this point.
All right. We'll talk about The Killer. It's directed by David Fincher. You guys know David Fincher. It directed Seven, Fight Club, Gone Girl, Zodiac, Social Network. This is written by Alex Nowent and Luke Jamacon. They actually are the writer and the illustrator for the comic book it's based on. And
Mhm.
Andrew Kevin Walker, who has written Seven, The Wolfman, Metalocalypse, Metalocalypse. He did 8mm, and this stars the amazing, the sexy Magneto himself, Michael Fassbender.
Here it is.
Also, Tilda Swinton, she plays the expert.
Dude,
Oh,
seriously,
sorry.
did you just play Here It Is? Play the fucking
Here it
shit.
is. My most likable song ever.
All right, Tilda Swinton plays the expert.
Would you wear a shoe on your head?
Also, Charles Parnell plays the lawyer, also known as Hodges.
The target is an unsanctioned uranium enrichment plant.
Also, and then Harless Howard, Private Cowboy, is the client, Claiborne.
The truth is that the NFL is a blessing and a salvation.
Also, this also says Carrie O'Malley is Dolores, Sophia Clark Charlotte is Magdala, Amelia Pernia is Marcus, and Darren Norris is in this too. Neil, go ahead and read the storyline for The Killer.
The Killer. A man solitary and cold, methodical and unencumbered by sculptors or regrets. The killer waits in the shadows, watching for the next target, and yet longer he waits, the more he thinks he's losing his mind, if not his cool. A brutal, bloody, and stylish noir story of a professional assassin lost in a world without a moral compass. This is a case study of a man alone, armed to the teeth, and slowly losing his mind.
That's perfect. One of the things I've noticed about David Fincher's movies as of late, not necessarily Fight Club, but as of late, like think Gone Girl, Social Network, his movies have a real clean view of them. Like they're very all the shots are very clean. All the surfaces are very clean. It just seems it's very stylish, and this is not always what he used to do. And one of the things that I really liked about this is how structured this scene. You know,
Right. I love that's what you got from this movie. This is what I got from this movie.
uh-huh.
I didn't have enough pages in this fucking notebook to write down quotes from this fucking movie.
Oh, you like that?
The first 30 minutes of this fucking movie could have been just one long quote. Like, because his comments that he says, and when I read them back to you,
they're all great. They're all great.
Yeah, the thoughts of this man and how he goes into it. I was just like, at first, again, this one was on Netflix, so I'm at home, I'm by myself. Actually, it was just yesterday morning I was watching this.
Yeah, I actually watched this Friday with my friend AC. But yeah,
nice. You have friends that watch movies with you.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't. Anyway, no one likes that I have to take notes. I don't know why. That always upsets them. You're not into it. You're taking notes. No, I'm really into it. That's why I'm taking notes. Anyway, but this movie, man, it is just a mind twist of vocal eruptions, of points of thinking. You could literally sit there and contemplate one paragraph that this person, the main character, the killer, says, and you can sit there and just contemplate it and have probably a 6-day argument over one paragraph he says in this freaking movie and continue on. But yeah, to agree with you too, the stylization of this movie was ridiculous.
And man, I really liked it. It was just, if I had any qualms with it, I don't know. It seemed it points it seemed meandering, but one of the things I really liked about was the Smiths soundtrack. I love the Smiths, so every time he's like, I was like, okay, yeah, I know this song, I know this song, I know this song, all the Smiths, and that's great music. But man, any sort of
that's really weird because where's that? There we go.
Oh, okay. I go into them like, okay, that's all he's listening to is mainly the Smiths. I really enjoyed this. I was totally engrossed the whole time. There's some I guess quote unquote combat scenes in here that are fucking amazing.
Yeah, there were great combat scenes, great kill scenes. I know what my argument is with this movie,
and
it's like I wanted to care more about why the cause was going on. Maybe show a little bit more of
Did you want
why
more connection with these people.
Yeah, I wanted a little more connection because I know you're not supposed to feel bad for the bad guy, which literally the killer is the bad guy. The killer is the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I know you're not supposed to, feel whatever, but to make this movie just a little bit more, I think if they would have just gave us a little time with the incident that occurred that made him go on the path that he's going on.
Yeah, but I think part of the point of it was supposed to be kind of clinical like that, sort of like cool. Okay.
But how many people haven't even seen John Wick and can tell you the reason he's killing everybody is because his fucking dog?
Yeah, that's
Which
true.
isn't the point of why he's killing everybody, because he makes it very clear in the first movie he's killing them because they took away the last piece of hope that he had left. Anyway, but if they would have just showed that a little bit more, I think I'd have been more in love with this movie. But that's not saying this is not one of the most rewatchable fucking movies.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it again. I want to watch it again right now.
Yeah, I'll watch it right now. Like if tomorrow night I'm hanging out with my boys and my boy is just like, hey, I'm throwing on The Killer. Cool. Have you seen this? I'm gonna tell him no, even though just so I can watch it again.
It is so gorgeous. It's a gorgeous movie. Every shot in here is fucking perfect, and it's also like there's so many cool things that happens, like just sort of like things that make you smirk because he's an assassin and obviously some cool as shit. And um, Michael Fassbender, great. Tilda Swinton, even better. I think she was probably the best actress in the movie. Was Tilda Swinton? You know, uh, it's just so good, man.
It
It's
is so good.
and it's good to
it's
see
his
Michael,
first,
Michael Fassbender back.
I know it's his
Yeah.
first movie in 4 years.
Dark Phoenix is not a good movie.
Dark Phoenix was amazing.
I think we talked about that in the show. I think we both didn't like it.
No, we didn't like it.
Dark
Either
Phoenix.
one of us
And then,
didn't like it. Yeah.
well, we might mention the X-Men later on in the show, though. Who knows?
What's that?
We may mention the X-Men later on in the show, maybe.
There, you're talking about Sexmen? What the hell are
Yeah,
you talking
X-Men.
about?
Yeah, we're talking about X-Men. That's just, we'll talk about this later. But I liked the killer a lot. The love is a little bit of a strong word, but I liked it a lot, and it had everything I wanted on it. And this is probably my second most anticipated movie this year was this one.
Yeah, this is a pretty good movie. I don't know if it's going to be my top end all of the year, but I mean, this
But me,
is going to
honorable
be.
mentions. Honorable mentions, maybe.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Do you have quotes for this one before we let this go?
Yeah, I got a
by
shit ton
by
of
the way,
quotes.
guys, one of the things that travel is all there's travel shots. I'm a big fan of, different locations, and this has a ton of them. So take a look at this
Yes.
movie, you guys. If you guys
All right.
Netflix, and if you don't, I guess use your brothers or your dads or your friend's Netflix account and watch it that way because the killer's killer.
The killer is killer. All right, let's do some quotes. It's amazing how physically exhausting it is to do absolutely nothing. Consider yourself lucky. Our paths never crossed, except luck isn't real, or karma, or sadly, justice. No one really wants to interact with the German tourists. They are ignored, just like mimes. It's the idle hours that lead most men to ruin. Here. I had to I scratched one off because I didn't write it down right, so I rewrote it. Of the many lies told by the U.S. military and industrial complex, my favorite is still their claim that sleep deprivation didn't qualify as torture. I serve no god or country. I fly no flag. If I am effective, it's because of one simple fact. I don't give a fuck.
Ugh.
JWBD, man. What would John Wilkes Booth do? There are worse things than what they did to me. New Orleans, lovely, haunted New Orleans. 1,000 restaurants, only one menu. Empathy is weakness, and weakness is a vulnerability. All the Sunshine State. Where else can you find a bunch of like-minded individuals outside of the penitentiary? Maybe a 30-day wait period on Criterion would be good. Go. Oh. Leo told me she looked like a quick Q-tip. He wasn't far off. We all have to wit through the occasional civilian who stood between eyes on the prize. You took your shot, you missed, so either I feast and the choice is yours, I sodomize you. The only life path is the one behind you. Oh yeah, that is my favorite one. The only life path is the one behind you. Oh,
So that's so my score on this. Please don't do that in front of me. It's scaring me. The my score on this is probably a 4.1, 4.2 in that range. I really liked it. I was a really big fan of it.
I'm gonna give it I 4.1. I easily. Might go higher up later this year when I rethink about it back in the
because it's one of those things that I feel like needs to marinate a bit. You know what I mean?
and it didn't marinate. I mean, it's only been like maybe 24 hours since I've watched it. So it's like, but it is really good. I love these quotes that they had. I thought it was amazing. Again, it was really good.
Excuse me. So I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. You guys don't know the first time listening. We rate movies between 0 and 5. 5 being life changing, 0 being the shittiest thing you've ever seen. And then after that, I have Neil guess the scores on Rotten Tomatoes, the audience and critics. And he so right now I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. Neil, what's the audience score for The Killer?
The audience score for The Killer has to be 91%.
61%.
Shut the fuck up! Who the fuck are these motherfuckers? I will kill every one of them!
Calm down. Audience says The Killer would be a hint with Fincher fans, although others might find it a little dull or even pretentious. We are Fincher fans, so we didn't find it dull nor pretentious. All right, Neil, what is the critic score for The Killer?
90.
Certified Fresh at 86%. You're kind of close.
Damn it! I was off by 4%.
Consensus is The Killer finds director David Fincher on firm footing with a stylish and engaging thriller that proves a perfect match for leading man Michael Fassbender. I'm going to read a bad review and a good review. This is that's a review that other people said. This is from Gary M. Kramer from Salon.com. He says, The Killer's target dodged a bullet. Viewers can skip this film too. So fuck you. This is from Vincent Mancini of Film Drunk. He says, Michael Fassbender is a modern hitman, murders people with an abandoned WeWork, eats tactical McMuffins, and sounds like AJ Soprano. Wonderful. He's an A. Yeah, rating A. So that's what we got for this one. This is The Killer. You guys can find it on Netflix. This is part of a 4-year deal that Fincher did with Netflix, so maybe we'll get a third one after this, maybe. But
maybe another one, another version of The Killer. Ooh, but the
another movie called another movie, maybe not The Killer. But
it'll be called The Killer.
Neil, I can see the background on our screen now. I guess it's time for news.
This is The Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them News. I'm going to read stuff to Chris, and it's okay because he doesn't have internet at his house, so he can't read the internet.
Just today. Just for these 2 hours that we do this. All right, Neil.
Well, it is in. It is in, Chris. It is in.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest Godzilla movie of all times is Godzilla -1 with a perfect 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's the one that was just released in Japan, right?
Correct. It is. Critics appreciate how the film takes Godzilla back to its roots, to its post-World War II Japan, capturing the iconic monster's essence. Where there is some criticism of the film for not addressing contemporary issues overall, it is praised for compelling story, stunning cinematography, and its entertaining nature.
Well, I can't wait to see
whenever
this one comes out in December 1st when it comes out. So I'm excited for this
cool. We'll figure it out and we will watch that.
Mm-hmm.
If you like James Cameron, you will get your chance. Disney is going to re-release all his movies in 4K UHD coming up this Christmas season. 6 movies included: True Lies, The Abyss, Aliens, will all be released for the first time in enhanced picture and audio, and they will do special collector's edition of Titanic, Avatar, and Avatar: Way of the Water.
Real quick, if you had to pick one of those movies to watch, one of the David Fincher films, not David Fincher, James Cameron, and it can't be Terminator 2, what would you choose?
What's that?
If you had to watch a James Cameron film right now, but it can't be Terminator 2, what would it be?
Terminator 1.
Okay, let's just throw Terminators out there because we all know
Alright,
they're
right.
amazing. What would be your movie you pick?
Either True Lies or Aliens. I mean, those two are both
Those
like classics.
perfect. Those are the ones I
Those
would
two are
choose too.
classic. It would just matter. Am I in a scary, edgy mood, or am I in a? I want to hear,
Fun.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Tom Arnold make dumb comments to Arnold. You want to get in the chopper? Give the
Yeah.
chopper. You work to it to live. Give me a hand. Anyway,
Yeah.
John Wick Bowery King has have a spin-off proposed by producer. They're like, hey, this is something we really wrote. Producer Basil Ivanek wants to do a King. The producer is in talks right now since The Continental has been done so well over at Peacock. So I'm thinking we're really getting the whole John Wick universe, man. It's happening.
It's the thing we asked for. Now it's coming.
Now it's coming. We're finally getting it. DCU's James Gunn celebrates Supergirl World of Tomorrow's new writer, above and beyond anything I ever hoped for. Actress and writer Anna Nogari has been chosen to write the script for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Is known for her acting work, but she also has built a strong writing career, including a play and adaptation of short stories. So way to go for her. I mean, trying to figure out what she was in. I don't even know what she was in. I've never heard that name before. I hate it when they're like, you should know this person.
Yeah, stalwart. You know, like who's
Okay,
the
she's in the Vampire Diaries. Right? She's in the Vampire Diaries, Michael J. Fox show, The Blacklist. Okay, so yeah, I definitely know if I saw a picture, but I guess there's no pictures. Anyway, so that's cool. Merry Little Batman. Merry Little Batman's going to be coming out this season. It's upcoming animated film hitting Prime Video on December 8th, directed by Mike Roth of the regular show fame. Luke Wilson is going to be voicing Bruce Wayne Batman, and the film features a younger Damian Wayne than the DC Comics, giving it a more childlike, innocent feel. Villains will be as such as Poison Ivy, Bane, Penguin, Riddler, Mr. Freeze, and the child-friendly version of the Joker.
I'm trying to figure out what would be like Owen Wilson did voice Bruce Wayne. Oh wow. You know, like
Wow. I can't believe he totally did that. Maybe he should settle down. Anyway, Dwayne Johnson talking about Saturday Night Live calling this one. Dwayne Johnson confirms that Moana is his next movie that he will be filming, the live action version of Moana. If you don't know, the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in a skit on Saturday Night Live many years ago where he played Bambi, who's going around killing the people that killed his mother.
So real quick, they're already making a live action version of Moana. That like we
Yes,
just got
they're doing all of them. They're doing all of them. They got whole.
Why the fuck would they do that? Why the fuck would they do that?
They're doing all of them. They're doing all of them.
I don't like that at all. But okay.
I know you don't, but it's the world.
It's what it's
Netflix,
like 5 years old. They don't need to remake it. Okay. Go ahead, sorry.
I think it's 10 years old, dude. I think it's 10 years old.
Moana? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's 10 years old, bro. I think time is
I'm old.
going by. It's faster than you think.
Okay. 2016. Yeah, it's not even 10 years old. Okay,
All right.
go ahead. Sorry.
So that's 8 years old.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
Anyway,
okay.
Netflix canceled Masters of the Universe movie is being shopped around, and Amazon MGM is very interested. Now,
yeah,
if you don't
right.
know, Netflix canceled the movie Masters of the Universe, aka He-Man, but they still own the rights and are doing the cartoons. So Amazon's MGM can definitely piggyback off of those cartoons becoming really good and popular right now, and definitely make money by using Netflix. Isn't that nuts?
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
They do it all the
excited
time.
about that,
It's
Neil.
cool.
Yeah, Neil's a little bit older than me, so that's the right of his wheelhouse. I'm a little too young for that. So
Yeah, I know. I understand. Warner Brothers is reportedly bringing back a movie that they canceled because they got so much hate mail over it.
Oh wait, hold on. Is it a movie that's in the vaults and they're bringing
No.
back Batgirl? Oh, okay, no.
No, it's a
No,
brand new
no.
movie.
Okay, all right.
They haven't even filmed
What
it.
movie is it? Okay, what is it?
Wile E. Coyote versus Acme, aka Wile E. Coyote versus John Cena, is now getting made because so many people bitched about it. Warner Brothers reportedly allowed the creative team behind Coyote versus Acme to shop that movie to other interested parties, despite initially scrapping it. The movie, which featured Looney Tunes characters Wile E. Coyote, had received praise from the test screenings, but was deemed not viable for streaming or theatrical release.
I'm excited for it. I love Wile E. Coyote and
John
all that
Cena.
shit.
And John Cena.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
John
John Cena.
Cena.
Blue Beetle will be
doesn't?
coming out. What date is it? What did I put? November 17th. So in 2 days, Blue Beetle will be out on HBO Max for the viewing world to watch. They're
That's a
gonna
fun
make
movie.
Yep. They're gonna make a movie about Satan himself. Yep, that's right. Elon Musk is getting a biopic over at A24.
It's so early. I mean, he's still alive, right? But maybe this is to skewer him. But yeah, Elon Musk, he went from people liking him to being kind of Satan in a short time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. The biopic is based on Walter Isaacson's recently published biography about Musk, which survives his challenging childhood, past relationships, and 11 children.
I thought he had like 3. 11.
Inside Out 2 has shattered Frozen 2's record as Disney's biggest animated trailer launch of all time. Over 157 views in the first 24 hours.
157 views, that's what you said.
157 million views.
Yeah,
in
there we
24
go.
hours.
There
I
we
said
go.
million.
No, you said 157 views. I was like,
I
that's
said
not that
million
many.
views. You go
I
back
have
and
way more
listen
views
to it
on
later.
TikTok.
You go back and listen to it later, you motherfucker.
All
All right. Anthony Daniels is auctioning off a vast memorabilia collection. If you don't know who Anthony Daniels is the man who played C-3PO. Daniels' collection goes beyond the helmet of C-3PO with nearly 200 items, including scripts, pieces of the actual Millennium Falcon, offering a glimpse into the making of the Star Wars universe. Daniels is parting with these treasures. He retains treasured memories and is keeping a personal keepsakes, symbolizing his lifelong connection to the character C-3PO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
it's going-
You know who's very clever?
Who's that?
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
What makes him clever? I mean, they both make good movies. What's the
Deadpool 3's new release date, because of the acting strike and everything
happening?
like that, is very fucking clever. The new release date is, I read it earlier and now I don't have it, is July 26, 2024. The first ever solo Wolverine movie, the Wolverine Origins, debuted in 2013 on July 26.
So a full 10 years later.
Yeah, 11 years. 11 years, yeah. But yeah,
No,
that's
that's true.
insane.
Fuck.
Hey,
Fuck.
Lionsgate just wants you to know, guys, John Wick 5 is now confirmed 100%, and it's already half written.
Okay, I mean, so we can just learn that fucking Keanu Reeves faked his death in the movie, or his death was faked. I don't know. We're excited. I mean, those movies are fun. They're super fun. So,
the movie Highlander, the reboot that is going to be having the great Henry Cavill in it, is now going to be it is going to come out literally the early of 2026 is the date he is giving for release.
so 3 years from now. Okay.
Hey,
So
dude,
what was it? What was when?
don't be weird. Don't be weird.
Okay, I won't be weird.
Why
Yeah,
are you
get
being
it.
weird?
I'm not weird. I'm sorry.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling. Let's do this.
Why do you always gotta yell at me, bro? I'm sorry. I'm loading up the last 10.
Neil, how many people are dropping off right now?
There's nobody on, so it's fine.
Okay, fair. Okay.
All right. Anyway, here we go. Destin Daniel Cretton is no longer directing Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. He is, as of 5 hours ago, he has literally dropped out of the movie. It's not because he's quitting Marvel; it's because he's already got too much to do. He's already doing Shanghai 2, and he's also working on Wonder Man. So he's already got a lot of stuff to work on. So he will be sending it over to some other director to do that. Kehad Khan says he shamelessly asked Kathleen Kennedy to make him a part of the Star Wars universe. So he is working on getting a part. Because I love the
for him.
MCU, you know. I was able to contact with my Indiana Jones family during the awards season. And as you know, Kathleen Kennedy was the producer. And she's the head of Lucasfilm now. I did go up and say, Kathy, I would love to join Star Wars. That's another wish list of mine. But honestly, I've been very lucky for anything I've gotten. I love how quaint he is.
God, he's so sweet. I don't even hug. Yeah.
The Last of Us season 2, it will be adding Caitlin Dever as Abby Anderson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What, do we have any more like? Is it we don't know anything else about?
That's
The
all
Last
it
of
says.
Season
That's
2?
all it is. It
Okay,
just goes
all
into
right.
detail about it. That's it.
Okay.
Superman Legacy has confirmed that it will be out July 2025.
That's
I mean, it's like 2 years
James
away.
Gunn's, when James Gunn's doing, right? Like we don't know anything
Yep.
about. 'Cause
And with David
draft.
Corson, Rachel Versant, Nathan Fillion. Who else was in it? I know I saw a whole list of who else was in it, but we got a whole list of people in it. All right. Because of all the streaming networks, guess what's making a comeback?
Network television.
DVDs.
Oh.
People are tired of movies jumping around to different fucking streaming networks.
Well, I like this movie. I'm gonna fucking buy it. So, okay, yeah.
And they're
I'm gonna
making a
support
comeback.
that.
They said in the last year it has the peak of DVDs was 2012 with 1.1 billion. But in the last year, in 2022, it is getting near to almost $1 billion again a year.
That's crazy. All right, good for DVDs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad for streaming networks and keep on moving movies every fucking 2 weeks.
They need to consolidate.
Gladiator,
because there's so many, you know.
Yeah. Gladiator 2 had to take some time off a little bit because they all returned after the strikes. And guess what? The
What's that?
weather didn't like their sets and destroyed some of their sets because nobody was watching them.
Yeah, they come back and like, what the fuck happened? You know, like that's how it be.
Sets for Gladiator 2 and the spare months of neglect have caused the open air set to deteriorate since July. Damaged locations include a massive recreation of the ancient Rome, including a life-size Colosseum, desperate for some ultimate TLC.
Good. All right.
Don't say good.
I mean,
Say super good.
they're fucking awesome. How about that?
You're fucking awesome.
Oh, thank you, pal.
Roger Castell, this is sad news. I'm sorry to say this after I just said you're fucking awesome. Roger Castell, if you don't know who Roger Castell is, he is a famous movie poster artist. He drew several famous posters, including Jaws and The Empire Strikes Back. He has passed away at the age of 92 years old. He was a great artist that, you know, because of him, people liked going to the movies or were inspired to go to a movie.
Good to hear.
Right?
Yeah.
Good to hear that he passed away.
No, it's good that he brought all these people that were nice. Yeah.
Chris's favorite nighttime host. Chris's favorite nighttime host is going to be hosting the Oscars for the 4th time. That's right. Jimmy Kimmel will be returning back to the host chair for the Oscars.
My favorite late night host is actually
Any Ricky Gravis.
Gervais.
Fred Norton.
My favorite nighttime host is actually was Conan O'Brien. So.
Oh, Greta Gerwig is already working on the Chronicle of Narnia movies and has been, without telling anybody, for a little bit. she says as resolution of the WGHI strike, despite allows Gergen and Netflix to move forward immediately, and they're already in pre-production.
Have you rewatched Barbie yet?
Like 4 times,
Okay,
dude. I've
okay,
watched
okay.
it like 4 or 5 times. I
Okay.
watch it with so many people. The Iron Claw's first reaction praises Zac Efron's wrestling biopic as the best A24 movie ever created.
A24? Oh. You guys, you know Neil's a giant wrestling fan, and he cannot fucking wait for Iron Claw.
And it is the best A24 movie ever. That means it's better than any other A24 movie. Chris, why don't you tell them some A24 movies?
The Witch, Midsummer, Hereditary, Men, a bunch of them. Now you're putting me on the spot. I can't. Almost. The Lighthouse is on there. Bunch of, Everything Everywhere All at Once. All those movies I love. So we'll see what happens.
And final story of the day, Chris. They might have found the smartest man in the MCU. They might have found the guy to play the smartest man in the MCU.
Wasn't that Doctor
Who's the
Strange?
smartest man? No.
Was it the Incredible Hulk?
Oh, Doctor Strange is like
Brian Banner. Where's Brian Banner? Where's Bruce Banner on that?
Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner would be probably top 10 smartest
Okay,
guys.
and what about
ever.
Tony Stark? Where's he on that?
Who?
Hey, Tony Stark.
Tony Stark would be in the top 10. He'd probably be in the top 5.
Okay, who are we talking about? I'm not gonna know.
Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. It says that ink hasn't been signed yet, and this was reported literally at 5 o'clock today. But they're in deep talks, talking to probably the most famous newcomer actor in the last 5 years.
Austin Butler.
Who?
Austin Butler.
I don't even know who the fuck that
He
is, bro.
played Elvis and Elvis.
Oh, he played Elvis. Oh, he played one movie. Okay, cool.
He did other stuff.
That's who you're going with, right?
He's a newcomer.
That's
I'll
who you're
speak
going
newcomer.
with.
Who is it?
The best number 1 newcomer in the top 5 years. Come on.
No,
the
just
last
fucking
5
tell
years.
me, dude. Because
I'm telling you right there, bro.
Okay, just tell me the name.
He's in everything.
Okay.
He's in Star Wars. He's in Marvel. He's in DC. He's in zombies. He's in everything. He even knows Nicolas fucking Cage,
Oh,
man.
Pedro Pascal's in this? Is that Pedro Pascal? I don't know.
Dude, we have this conversation all the time about how he's the greatest actor that has came out in the last 5 years.
Tell me, dude.
And you're like, Pedro
Okay, Pedro
Pascal,
Pascal,
yeah,
okay, fine.
100%.
All right, fine.
He really got
He's
it.
great.
I just upsets me.
He's great. I love Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, it's supposedly Pedro Pascal is going to be Mr. Fantastic of the Fantastic Four.
I can see
now, if Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic and they're bringing in Mr. Doom and they do this right, this might be the movie that brings the MCU back to glory.
Yeah, because it's kind of falling a little bit, right?
I think it's falling, and I'll give you my reason why after this.
Is that in the news?
News.
Okay.
That's the end of the news. That was the movies that don't suck and some of the news. I read stuff to Chris because he's blind in both eyes because he had a penis shoved in both of
What are
his
you talking
fronts.
about?
What?
I don't remember that part. But it was.
I don't know what you're talking
Let's
about.
talk about the Marvels, directed by Nia DaCosta. She directed things like Candyman, directed and wrote Candyman. It's written by Megan McConnell, who wrote Marvel. We wrote story editing for WandaVision, and Eric Sakarsik, who wrote things like who's Loki. You gotta have those two Marvel people that help you write a Marvel movie. This stars the incredible and amazing Brie Larson.
Excuse me, miss. You know anything about a lady blowing a hole through the roof of that Blockbuster over there? Witness says she was dressed for laser tag.
Oh. Yeah, I think she went that way.
Also, Teyana Paris as Monica Rambeau.
FBI.
Monica Rambeau. So
Ayman Vellani is Kamala Khan.
I have an announcement to make.
I'd ask you for getting that
just-
from Con. What? Oh, okay.
Actually, first, an apology for not making this announcement sooner, and also for what happened at the wedding. I'm so sorry.
Also, Samuel Jackson is Nick Fury.
How come you college motherfuckers think y'all run everything?
Also, Zal Ashton as Darben.
Right. Captain Ossery.
This also stars Gary Lewis as Amber Drog, Park Soo-joon as Prince John, Zendaya Strofe as Munibi Khan, Mohan Kapoor as Yusuf Khan, Sagar Shak as Amir Khan, and a bunch of people who noticed, like I ran Pupula for Dag. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for The Marvels?
Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, has reclaimed her identity from the tentacle Kree and taken revenge on the Supreme Intelligence. But unintended consequences see Carol shouldering the burden of a destabilized universe when her duties send her to the anonymous wormhole linked to the Kree revolutionary. Her powers become entangled with that of Jersey City superfan Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, and Carol's estranged niece, now Saber astronaut, Captain Monica Rambeau.
All right. So just so you guys know, we will get deep into this one after we do this for.
We are going to do a spoiler thing at the end of this fucking thing where we're going to get all up in it. We're going to figure it out. We're going to talk about stuff nerdy. But right now, we're just doing it.
Yeah. So this is the after some disappointing or less than stellar Marvel movies, we get the shortest one that's ever been out for the minutes, The Marvels.
1 hour and 45 minutes, the shortest movie of all times put out by Marvel.
Yeah. The other ones were Thor: The Dark World and The Incredible Hulk, which 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
So there has been some weird shit going on with this one, because men suck apparently. All
right, this is my take on it. Let me just get jumping here. I'm just gonna jump in here and get this done with because it's a bit on my fucking chest for the last 24 hours. Okay, guys, what I do when I watch a movie, I go watch the movie. I try to not get spoilers and stuff like that, even though it happens because I'm a geek on movies and I fucking look at that shit anyway. But I listen to reviews of other people when before I do my review or whatever, or I just want to hear their opinion of it because I have an opinion and I just like to hear some other people's opinions, like, just want to hear what the world thinks. And every girl that reviewed this movie gave it a good review. Not saying that they gave it the best review, like it's the best thing since Casablanca, but like they gave it pretty decent reviews. But every male I listened to just shat on this movie. They didn't even give it like, oh, this was good here, this was good here. Maybe I think one reviewer did, and I'm not gonna name names because I'm not that guy. But literally, there's no reason.
I think Captain Marvel had that problem too, right? Captain Marvel had that problem too.
And it's like, dudes, I don't know what the hell is up with this, toxic masculinity in the universe right now with people. But dude, for real, the only reason I think this didn't do so well is not because of just the toxic masculinity, but to be honest, the lackluster television show known as Secret Invasion, which kind of leads into
And
this.
also, I think there's a little bit of oversaturation when it comes to sort of thing. Like you come out here and you're like, man, I have a lot of homework to do when it comes to watching this. Like I think maybe I know at the beginning of January, the Marvel's gonna start doing this called Marvel Banner, which is sort of you can watch this if you can watch the movies. It's gonna make it easier for you to do all the shit
Yeah.
that you want to do. So they're gonna start that because Marvel is from the realization that people don't wanna watch fucking 3 shows and this movie to know what's going on. So
No, no,
and
no.
that's
And to be
part of
honest,
it, I think.
I watch
I
everything
know.
comic book that
I know,
that
but not everyone does like
the
me.
people at home don't
Yeah.
know. Not the people at home don't. Oh, not everybody knows, but I try to watch everything.
Mhm.
Secret Invasion was not the best. Like it was
Yeah.
not. Like there's halfway through the series, I'm like, I don't why? What? None of this makes sense. It's dumb. I could do a whole video on just me ripping that apart, but I'm not going to.
But Miss Marvel, you fucking loved.
Miss Marvel, the series with Kamala Khan. I love that series. In fact, I've been rewatching
and
it
by the way,
because I wanted to get back.
She's my favorite thing about this movie is Kamala Khan. She's my favorite thing.
Oh, dude, Kamala Khan literally stole. Let's get into the movie
Okay,
itself. Okay. All the toxicity, what? Fuck you. Even Stephen King put out a thing, goes, hey, you know what? I don't watch Marvel movies, but fuck all you assholes for putting this down and not like appreciating. Something failing is not something to be proud of.
I think this has some of the most creative action scenes I've seen in a Marvel movie.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
talk about. The 3, okay, so what they're talking about, they even said, we read it in the storyline. There's a way that the 3 of them, and I'm not going to ruin that part, but the 3 of them get entangled.
Quantum
that
Leap.
when they show it in the trailer too, that when one uses their power, the other one takes their place, no matter where they're at in the entire universes.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so like, it was just very fun, and the action sequence were incredible. I thought that made this a real original.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. It was a fun movie. There's lots of laughs, there's lots of smiles, and there's also lots of cute cats flirting. In this, you see cats in this one. If you guys like cats, there's a lot to like about the cats in here.
What if people saw what?
I was talking about the flirting. That's the name of the cats, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's the name of the cats. It's Firkins. Yep.
Neil put him up because he wanted to. That's what he said. What was what? And he was like, "All right." So, it's in the scheme of world things. It seems a little smaller in scope than some of them, right? I mean,
Yeah, and I think they kind of wanted to do that. I think they wanted to kind of be. They're trying to like, hey, we're trying to add these characters. You
Right.
know, we're trying to add these characters, and I think they're trying to put a kind of just a remembrance of here's the scroll, here's the Kree. They hate each other because to be honest, there are so many comic books. The war between the Kree and the Skrull, kind of divides the universe into 2 different universes, and these 2 universes come to fight each other. I'm not going to say on the podcast what that might be leading to, but we might talk about it in the spoiler section here in a little bit.
So when it comes to this coming out, this is like I think the first big one after pandemic, right? Like I guess Love and Thunder came out, but to this one,
Love and Thunder came in, but it was again, that was a short movie,
it
and
wasn't my
it
favorite.
was more slapstick.
Yeah,
It was more
it was.
I mean, I think Taki just kind of got like, what can I get away
Yeah,
with?
and then people now the Taika said he's not being the 5th one, and lots of people were super happy they won't be the 5th one because they want Dark Thor again, I guess. But
Yeah.
Marvels, it's a fun movie. It's something it's empowering. It's what you remember like when Marvel first came out, started doing movies that people liked. This is the type of movies they like. They like the funny, the emotional, the all the stuff that this movie has, but it does have some problems.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. One of the biggest problems for me is one and only. Let me pop it right up
Mhm.
right here, and it is right there, and that is Darbin.
You don't like her?
Darbin, the villain,
What's wrong?
the main villain in this movie.
Yeah.
Now, you know what my main problem with this
What's
is?
that?
They're basically, I think, whoever wrote this, and nothing against them, I think they were just looking for Rowan, like they wanted Rowan, but then they're like, oh shit, we killed him, in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, but we need a Rowan. And they kind of threw this character together. And in the spoilers section, I'm gonna rip into that part a little bit more. But the villain didn't seem threatening.
Not at all.
Until I think the main battle that happens between the good guys and the villain seemed threatening for about a minute.
Yeah,
like a minute of it. I was like, all right,
yeah,
maybe the villain's gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, and it's interesting in that aspect. Tonally, it can go all over the place. Like wait, how am I supposed to feel at this moment? You know, that sort of thing. And also, again, a lot of that I was like scratching my head. Like, I guess I should have watched this. The Miss Marvel. I should have watched. So like for people who aren't super fans of Marvel stuff, they might be a little bit lost, right? Because it doesn't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily stand alone on its own as good if you haven't watched even Secret Invasion or Miss Marvel, which is, that's a slag on me because I didn't watch Miss Marvel. I didn't watch the Secret Invasion. Maybe I'm better off not watching that. But again, Marvel. I think Marvel's from the idea that maybe not all the people want to fucking do their homework, do homework before watching this movie. I watched a bunch of videos this morning after seeing it that brought a bunch of it together. Makes sense, right? So, but again, this is not saying this is a bad movie. This is very fun. There's all types of, it has the things that we like about Marvel, The DC was missing until just recently. DC didn't have the humor and levity. It didn't have the pop that Marvel did, and now that's sort of, I feel like that's sort of, they're bringing it back a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the things we liked about it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I liked the attitude. Of course, anytime you get Samuel L. on the screen, which I love the Samuel L. character.
Nick Fury is just such a good character.
Okay. I love Samuel L. in this movie, but here's another problem, though. The Samuel L. that's in this movie is completely different than the Nick Fury we just got in Secret Invasion. And I think that's another problem. It's a disconnect. It's like, so you got the comic book fans who are like me, that are like, okay, Secret Invasion, all right, it wasn't the best, but it was decent. It did its thing. And then you go watch the Marvels, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not the guy I just got done watching 10 episodes.
So how do you feel about them talking? Because after this, they have to sort of recalibrate to figure out what's going to happen next. Because like they're saying, I think it was Kevin Feige was saying, well, now we're going to focus on quality over quantity, right? So they're going to be bigger spaces between movies, maybe less shows they're going to do. Do you think that's the right move? We moving forward after the disappointing with the Marvels?
I mean, let's be honest. Vampire movies stop every couple of years, and then when they come out, they it's just a flock of them that come out every year. So zombie movies, Frankenstein movies, werewolf, whatever you want to call it, but it all comes in flocks. And the Invisible Man stuff, Sleepy Hollow. I don't know how many times that's been remade. But yes, to be honest, if they if you give me 20 episodes of Loki instead of the 6 that you got when it just came out, it was only 6 episodes. If you gave me 20 episodes of Loki and this movie, and not really Thor and Love and Thunder, or what was the other movie that came
Black
out?
Widow, I think.
No, Black Widow I was okay with because it was David Harbour. But
it's the 33rd movie in Marvel since the Iron Man.
Yeah, it is. And I get it that you want to put out as much as possible because age is a thing. You hire someone to play a character. I mean, if they don't look like they're supposed to be the age of the character supposed to be in the movie, when you're like 8 years later, or if they die, like Chadwick.
Yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick.
So yeah, rest in peace. I'm saying.
So here's what came out in the since 2021. Since Black Widow, we have Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness came out in 2022. Thor: London came out in 2020. Black Panther came out in 2022. Then we had Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the Marvels. A lot of shit, man. A lot of shit since 2022. Like 5 movies, 6 movies. So
Yeah,
I think
I mean that is a lot,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I don't. I feel like some of them were necessary, as like the Eternals.
Mhm.
I know it wasn't everybody's favorite, but guess what? It invited us into knowing that the Sentinels exist, you know, and the Celestials. The Celestials
Yeah.
exist. That they're empowered, you know, immortals that are across the entire universe and stuff like that. Each movie had a purpose of introducing something that could make this more and more comic book like, including this movie.
Mhm.
This movie wrong some rights, right some wrongs from past
some
movies.
rights.
I went the I know it the wrong way. Right some wrongs from some past movies, and we'll talk about that in the spoiler part of this.
Yeah,
film.
the next, you guys, if you're wondering, the next Marvel film will be in July 26, 2014. No mention earlier, Deadpool 3. And that's now officially a Marvel thing.
2024.
That's 2023, yeah, 2024 in July. So
Yeah, it is. It's a Marvel thing. They
that's
own
what I said. That's what I
Deadpool.
said. It's a Marvel thing.
And it's official. It is in the MCU, and it's gonna bring the X-Men pretty much into the universe. That is what I've gotten so far from.
That's what you think.
the
Okay.
web.
Do we need to give our quotes and then we give our
We gotta go,
Okay.
bro. We got time. We got a lot of time we got to spend
Okay.
here, and I got food to get
Yeah,
at
okay.
some
All right,
point.
guys. So Neil, quotes and we'll score, and then we'll get the,
Quotes, yep.
okay.
Why are hands so hard to draw? That's a
That's-
direct reference to the guy who drew Captain Marvel. I can't remember his name right now, but save the family unions till I'm back inside. Is Captain Marvel pressuring you in any way? New rule, no more touching. Oh, new rule, no more touching shit, especially glowing mysterious shit. They don't seem related. Well, families are complicated. Once again, the Skrull have betrayed the Kree. When she destroyed the Supreme Intelligence, she destroyed our way of life. Anytime you need company, I will drop everything. I will drop high school to come hang out with you. It's called a universal weapon. I was going to call it the Cosmos Rod, but that's a better name.
Yeah.
Again, I just said
Yeah.
that. So remember that
Okay.
later. Their language song is their language is song. They want us, unless you want to talk to them alone. You ever come here with good news? Oh, Captain, my Captain. Are you praying? Don't stop. We need all the help we can get. Death seems to kind of follow you wherever you go. You just became part of a bigger universe than you know. You're not the only superhero around.
All right. What's your score on this, Neil?
4.5. I fucking loved it.
I'm at 3.9. I didn't exactly love it, but it was entertaining. I like this one. It's good.
Actually, I won't go 4.5. I'll go 4.3 because there is a little couple of issues that I thought that kind of need fixed. But to be honest, I like it slapsticky when it comes to comic book movies. I like dumb shit in it. And there's some dumb shit in here that made me really laugh.
Yeah.
And I was laughing a lot harder than I think half the fucking theater I was in, which I'm okay with. I don't give a shit. Guess what? I like Daredevil, the Ben Affleck one. Director's
really?
cut version.
Okay, fine.
Director's cut
Okay.
version for light.
Anyway. All right, Neil, I'm on the Rotten Tomatoes.com right now. Well, I gave 3.9, I gave 4.3. What did the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.com for the Marvels?
62%.
84%.
Oh shit! They went higher. I thought they were gonna be so bashed out. Man.
Audience says Fun characters and an entertaining, fast-paced story make the Marvels an enjoyable addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right, what's the Big Bad Mean Critics score on this one?
71.
62. You're right with the audience when I hear.
Damn
So
it.
60% critics consensus is funny, refreshing, brief, and elevated by chemistry of its three leads. Marvel's easy to enjoy in the moment despite its cluttered story and jumbled tonal shifts. That sounds better than 62% personally, but guys, we'll do. I'm reading a good review and a bad review and a good review, right? So this is
Yeah.
from Windy Eyed of Observer UK. She says, "You get the sense that everyone involved is going through the motions." 2 out of 5. And this is from Carmen Phillips of Autostraddle. She says, "The costume made room for the Marvels to be bright and playful, filled with characters that are impossible not to love." Right? So that's that, guys. Now, me and Neil are taking next week off for Thanksgiving. We'll be back after that. I forget what movies we're doing. We might be doing Napoleon. We'll do probably the new Hunger Games movie, right?
The Holdens. We gotta do the Holdens, right? The guy. What's that Thanksgiving movie where the guy's like for
Oh, the
holiday?
Holdovers. I saw that already.
Yeah, I gotta see
Okay.
that movie,
We'll
dude.
do Holdovers.
Oh, dude, that's my number one movie I gotta
And
see
then
right
and
now.
then maybe Napoleon or that new. I mean,
Thanksgiving.
yeah. We won't be here next week. Taking that week off.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying Thanksgiving. The
Oh,
movie.
okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the holdovers and
Maybe
Thanksgiving.
the holdover
Okay.
Thanksgiving. That sounds great for
Okay.
me, man. I'm down.
All right. You guys, we'll see you guys next week. But stick around if you guys want to hear spoilers. Maybe you've seen this already. Neil has
And right now, just for you guys, before the spoilers come up, Chris is gonna play you the sympathy of Samuel L. Jackson saying his favorite word in the entire word.
And yeah, and you guys, this will be the end of it. If you guys want to stay somewhere, stick around until after this.
How come you college motherfuckers think y'all run everything? Motherfucker. What? Motherfucker. You owe me some money, motherfucker. You motherfuckers talking about? Motherfucker, I eat everything. I eat the pussy, I eat the butt, I eat every motherfucking thing, motherfucker. Motherfucker, I'll chew his ass up, motherfucker. Motherfucker. You're a smart motherfucker. English, motherfucker. Motherfucker. We're not gonna store the motherfucker. I'm on the motherfucker. I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Ha. Your clothes, motherfucker. Sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I never know because I wouldn't eat the filthy motherfucker. Motherfucker. It's the one that says bad motherfucker. That's my bad motherfucker. Goddamn motherfucker. Racist motherfucker. Just what he got out here. That's right, run, motherfucker. Motherfucker shit don't stink, mouse cotillion looking motherfucker. Sit your motherfucking ass down. Bad motherfucker, cause I'm a bad motherfucker.
All right.
I
so
love that. I'm a bad motherfucker. Anyway,
So we're here. Neil. So real quick question, then maybe people some had. So we're in the spoiler section. So Captain Marvel, she goes and reignites the sun to save that civilization. What
Right.
happened to the other civilizations that were destroyed? Is that like what happens there?
They didn't tell us. I don't know. Why
Okay.
would I know? That's not a
okay.
comic book thing. That's a MCU thing.
And that's my problem with this one is that all she needs to do is reignite the sun and everything's cool. Apparently. Also the way that she died, the what's her name? Dabrin. She had the two bangles.
You mean Darbin?
Darbin? She had two bangles and she burned up like fucking Iron Man. Like, what's going on with that?
That is because she is not controlled like that. Okay. So remember in Guardians of the Galaxy, Quill or Star-Lord grabbed the stone and he didn't annihilate right away like it showed earlier in the movie that if you grab one of those things, you annihilate. That's because he's had Silencio. Well, the thing that they're moving towards, because Kamala Khan is, guess what? She's not a normal human.
Yeah, she got different genes, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's not a gene.
She's a mutant, right?
She's a fucking mutant, but
Okay.
mutant isn't a thing yet in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
So they're moving towards that. And if you watch the show, it actually shows that the energy that comes from the bands,
The Bengals.
the Bengals, they believe me, they got different names, and they
Okay.
said it in the movie too.
They call them Bengals in the movies also.
Yeah, they call them Universal Bands at one point.
Yeah. Oh
which
yeah,
is
that's
the
right.
actual name.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
But anyway, but yeah, though the energy actually comes from inside of her, not just the bands. So the bands just help push that energy out. So if someone else puts those on, it has no energy inside, so it's just gonna deflate them.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's what happened to
Yeah.
her.
Here's one of my most weirdest things is this. I'm gonna show you something, and I want
Okay.
you to guess who this is. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Is that Galactus? Who is it?
That's Dan Bunn.
Oh, that's who that is. Okay.
Let me
That's-
talk about Darbin for a second.
Okay.
Darbin, General Darbin, along with Aladdin, are several other Kree soldiers after growing tired of the rule of clumsy Fulop, planned to assassinate him and take him in place to the end, and had robotic Silver Surfer. They built an android version of Silver Surfer, created so that Clumsy would die and his death could be placed at the feet of the Skrulls. Aladdin and then become joint emperors of the Kree. Where's the picture? These two guys, and that's who Darbin is. Okay,
Uh-huh.
this is not Darbin. All right,
So you're
That
saying that
is-
it's not a pretty girl?
I literally feel like I said earlier, they wanted a Rohan, and he was dead, so they just chose somebody and said, "All right, we're gonna make it a female, and this is her name."
So you're saying she wasn't threatening at all, right? Like she wasn't.
No.
She wasn't fucking. She wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't Dark World person. So
All right, you got any more questions? Because I will deep dive into this.
let's deep dive into this. I think I'm good. Because all the guys, if you guys want to know where the Bengals came from, the Universal Bands,
I'll tell you
explained
about it here
Yeah.
just in a second. I
Okay,
actually
okay.
have that one
Okay.
of that is done.
Okay.
Iman's drawings. If you saw that, she has drawings everywhere, and they used it as an open segment. That is Kamala Khan's. Kamala Khan's drawings in the movie, and they did that stop on animation. Well, Iman is actually a huge geek, just like her character Kamala Khan. She is a huge geek into comic books. She was a big fan of comic books. Her favorite was Iron Man until she found out about the Miss Marvel character. And then she found out and became a huge fan of the Miss Marvel character. Some of those drawings were directly from Iman's notebooks.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You saw the scroll memory tech, which was used in Captain Marvel, the same that was trying to make her not remember, is what she was using to try to remember with. Captain Marvel's nickname, the Annihilator, that is the connection to the actual, there's a Cosmo team called the Annihilators, which you'll never guess who's in the team. Silver Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, which is the horse-looking Thor, Ronan, the Accuser, a member of the Kree, and of course, Captain Marvel. Monica's nickname, Lieutenant Trouble, was being used again. Even that's what she used to call her in Captain Marvel. Monica got her powers from Scarlet Witch's Hex from the WandaVision. Now, if you didn't watch WandaVision, people, Monica walked in and out of the path back and forth. She got thrown out. She got to the point where she went through so many times that it was like, oh, no, I have powers. And
Yeah. There we go. That's how that's explained. So, yeah.
The Marvels have little connection to the Secret Invasion, but they did talk about Emperor Drog on Tranex, which is the home planet of the Skrull. What they were talking about him is he's a super Skrull. Do you know what's a Skrull's abilities is? A normal Skrulls.
What's the normal scroll ability?
That's the shapeshifters.
Right.
They're the ones that
Right.
can change
Mhm.
into shape,
Mhm.
but they don't have the superpowers of, like, if they can look like Captain Marvel, but they won't have the flying powers or anything like that. A
Mhm.
super Skrull can actually duplicate their powers.
Okay, that's like Kirby or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see here. Valkyrie returns, which we were all happy to see. Or Valkyrie. I love Valkyrie. Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Valkyrie. Oh, that's no, that's Photon. whatever. Valkyrie return. I had
Yeah.
to. I have a picture, but they make them so small
Yeah.
on this thing. It's kind of hard to be like,
Make it out.
oh yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Okay. All right.
Darbin was part of the Kree Star Force, which so was Carol Danvers in the beginning
Mhm.
of the Marvels, if you remember that. This is the first time we ever got to see the Supreme Intelligence actual face, like the
Yeah.
comic book face.
Yeah.
Because in Captain Marvel, Super Supreme would always appear as someone you knew, and they actually showed her. Miss Marvel's bands are now the Quantum Bands.
Oh.
They've been called Bangles and other things, but the Quantum Bands are connected to the Kree, and the Marvels confirm true nature of Miss Marvel's Bangles as they are revealed to be the powerful Quantum Bands. Quantum Bands have been around in the comics since the 1975 and typically belong to a version of either Quasar or someone else from the Quantum Realms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! That's good stuff.
What?
What? The Kree's Cosmorod finally gets its name, which I just talked earlier about. The hammer is similar to the Cosmorod, the Ronin Accuser used in Guardians of the Galaxy, and Kamala refers it to Darbin's weather the name. However, Carl Danvers corrects it and calls it a universal weapon, which is the original name of the weapon in the comics.
Mhm.
Another quick reference to MCU lore. The name is Fury. You know it's the real Nick Fury because, as you know, in the Captain Marvel show or movie, I'm sorry, he said, "Hey, if you call me Nick, I know you don't know me.
Yeah.
I go by Fury," and he made it very clear. The Nine Inch Nails shirt came back from the first movie.
Yeah. I noticed that too.
It popped in. Monica Rambeau was wearing it. I was like, "Yeah, woo!"
9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, yeah.
The planet of Aldeline, which was the singing planet, was first introduced in the comics in 2014. Marvel became one of the most unique sequences in the movie thanks to the musical
Yeah,
setting.
that
While
was
the planet
really
is,
funny.
yeah, dude, it was. I thought it was funny. I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
It's bilingual.
I love the fact. I can't remember who said this, but one of the reviewers did, and they said, "Dude, it's like that musical episode of Star Trek, the new
Yeah,
Strange New
yeah.
Worlds.
Yeah.
Either you like it or you don't. Fuck, you know, either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between." When Darbin was beating the hell out of Captain Marvel, if you notice, it was because of her weakness that has been pushed across all of the Marvel universe. Do you know what her weakness is?
What is it?
She's not that good of a fighter. She gets her ass kicked by her trainer and Captain
Yeah.
Marvel. She gets her ass kicked by Thanos when she doesn't use her power abilities.
Mhm.
She's not the best of fighter, so she was showing up.
Mhm.
We saw Captain America's Statue of Liberty, which is now being called Liberty Avenger, is what it was called. It was in the background.
Yeah, yes, it's copper before it oxidizes. It's kind of new. So
I thought it was cool. Kamala tries to be Nick Fury. Right?
she tries to be Nick Fury.
Yeah, when she was doing the whole
Oh yeah.
hiding in the dark when Kate Boston.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know,
it's gonna be Young Avengers, right? That's gonna do that.
yes, that is what that. Believe me, that's a couple more down. I'll get you all of them.
Okay.
All of them. I got it all for you, buddy.
All right, okay.
Now, Mariah Rambeau is a superhero known as Binary in the other dimension. Now, Binary, let me see. I do have a picture of her somewhere. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Binary is no, none of those either. Wow, I thought I uploaded this. I uploaded so many pictures. Where the heck is it? I'm so upset that I don't have it. But Binary was actually one of the first names. If you see the light up one in the corner down here, not Photon, that is a representation of Binary. Binary is one of, if you don't know, Binary, this is a great one. So did you ever watch the Marvel X-Men 90s cartoon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, were you a fan of Rogue?
Yeah. I like Rogue.
Okay, Rogue's ability is just to suck out your power.
Okay, is that what Binary
Right?
is? Yeah.
Yeah. Her power isn't to fly and to shoot laser beams like she did in the cartoon. You know where she got that?
Tell me.
She hugged Carol Danvers too long, which erased her memory and took all of her power away from her until it got all restored. And that's how Rogue could fly and do all that. She didn't even know who she was. So she went from being Miss Marvel to being Binary when her powers were returning because she didn't know who the fuck she was.
That's cool.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
No, that's not it either.
That's a freaking.
That's Frasier's back in the MCU. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear the blues are calling. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Yeah. If you don't know, at the end of the actually the only post credit scene they had,
Yeah.
good old Beast is there, and he's actually talking about he needs to go tell Charles about what he's seeing. That she was awake. Which, you know, Charles is X-Men. And you see the big X-Men silver door behind them. So you know it's in the old X-Men world.
But what Earth they gonna visit? You know, like which we don't know which reality they're in, do we?
What?
What
Yeah,
reality?
we
are
don't
they
know.
in?
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that I'll talk about here in a second. Sword, aka the Saber Station. We all know Sword is a fictional counterterrorism and intelligence agency that in this world is ran by Fury. The Saber stands for Strategic Aerospace Biophysics and Exologistics Response. Saber. There you go.
Yeah.
Carol Denver. I already mentioned it once earlier, but Carol Denver loses her memory all the time. She's lost her memory a total of 4 different times in the comic books.
Wow.
Yeah. Flurkins are not cats. We all know that now. We all know that. They are just beautiful creatures. And if you don't know, they were just recently introduced into the Marvel Universe themselves as. So now Captain Marvel has one floating around, has one with her in her nice little space, in her ship.
Right.
Kamala was wearing a Captain Marvel comic book t-shirt.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
In the show She-Hulk, it was introduced to the concept that all superheroes in the MCU have comics written about them. She-Hulk actually used some of it as research materials in the show. Captain Marvel sends Nick Fury to voicemail. This is a call back to Peter Parker sending Nick Fury to voicemail, and Happy's like, you don't send Nick Fury to voicemail. And Far From Home. All right, so I mentioned that Carol Danvers, she was Miss Marvel, the Binary, the Warbird, and Captain Marvel. You know when she became Captain Marvel?
When? What year?
2012, bro. Not that long ago.
Not
that long ago. If you didn't notice, other people have noticed, Kamala watches Batman 66.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know how you know? Because
How?
we noticed they showed Kamala dancing, and this is the 3rd time they showed her dancing now. And each time she dances, she does the Bat-Tusi. All right. So, and here are the big ones. Here we go. Obviously, they are trying to set up for a Young Avengers movie. Now, other members who have already from the Young Avengers, all of them have already been out in the MCU. Number 1, America Chavez from Doctor Strange in the Madness, Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, thank you. Billy and Tommy Maximoff from WandaVision. Those are 2 members of the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
Eli Bradley, or the Patriot, it was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Scar, which is like a smaller Hulk.
Okay.
That's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Was in She-Hulk. And Cassie Lang from Ant-Man,
Yeah.
Quantum. And then
Yeah,
Kate
Quantum.
Bishop from Hawkeye.
Okay, so that's all the Young Avengers.
That's
Okay.
literally the entire Young Avengers team. They put them out there loosely in little places that no one really noticed, but we noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is my theory, because one of the next movies coming up, not the next movie, but like in the next line of series of films, the next Avenger movie is Kang's Dynasty and also Secret Wars. This is 100% leading right towards Secret Wars, and I believe that is where they're going to introduce the Marvel characters into get the X-Men into the universe. Because in Secret Wars, characters from other universe, it's Universe 616, which is the universe that we watch or read as a viewer in the Marvel comic book, and Universe 1610, which is the Ultimate Universe that gave us, which is basically what the MCU is based off of.
Yeah.
The whole the way that the stories are told differently than how they are the original stories. The 1610 universe is the Ultimate Universe, which is why Nick Fury looks like Samuel L. Jackson and not a white guy with gray hair and a cigar in his mouth going, all right, let's go get him. You know, like,
yeah,
like that's why they look like that. This is all leading to the Secret Wars. And I believe that is how they're going to have to bring in the X-Men. That's how they're going to bring them in. It's like after that battle is done, worlds have collided, and now they're all on the same planet. And that's it, man.
Right. That's just in the spoiler section. You guys can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're w2mnet.com. This is number again, W number 2 mnet as M is moviesnet.com. We find us there on a bunch of podcasts. We have a facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter. X and TS Podcast. We're on Instagram and TS Podcast. We're TikTok at Movies Don't Suck. We're at patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. You also have bonfire.com/Movies Don't Suck. Something to do. You'll find a shirt like Neil's wearing. And we're using podcasts. You find Movies Don't Suck. Something to do. Neil, what do you do for small businesses?
If you got a small business, let me know, because we want to advertise you right here on our podcast for our thousands of listeners or millions of followers, especially all the ones now viewing us on TikTok. I mean, it's insane how many TikTok views we're getting, man. And we're two old guys, you know how.
Yeah,
how?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but anyway,
Catch on.
we'll be more happy to advertise you all over the place. We just want to help you out, to give back to the world, because if not, what are we here for? What are we here for, Chris? Who knows? I don't know. You don't know.
good?
I don't know what I'm good for. What am I good for anymore?
War, absolutely nothing. So we have I got a pee. I know you got a pee. We have food waiting for us. You ready to get out of here?
Oh, dude, I'm ready to go. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you're trying this life, there's only one thing that you can ever think: that you are not a bad motherfucker like Samuel L. Jackson. Have a good night. Have a good day. All right, I want to do this really quick before you leave.
Okay.
I want to see. All right, and pull it up. And oh my God.
What's going on?
I want to see how many. 853 views.
Yeah. That's cool, man. It's good. We got a lot of shit going on.
All right, give me the password stuff later. All right, so let's just do movies at the theater, and we'll do the hold-ins, and I'll just go slip and see them, whatever.
Holdovers,
whatever, and do the Thanksgiving horror movie that everybody's been bragging about.
All right, cool.
All right, we'll talk about it. You have a good Thanksgiving. If I don't talk to your message you sent since then, I don't know what the fuck we're even doing. We don't have family anymore. Oh yeah, we're doing a whole dinner. We are, and everybody that doesn't have people here are going to come hang out.
I'm headed to Texas, so.
All right, well, stop by if you want a meal.
All right, man. Later, pal.
Bye.